With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Middle Tennessee, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. A 3rd and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Weeks. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. First down, 10 yards to go. The give on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coffee. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Picks up 9. Second down.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, just keeps firing. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Bulldogs will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He got it. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, MTSU.
Man, this this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. So they got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Weeks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water drops, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Get set.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made after the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Weeks. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coffee.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second and goal coming up. They'll leave it with him. Bounced off his feet.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Batted into the air near the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Easy.
Give to the running back. White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by just 1 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
He's off to the races. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll run it on the counter.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Weeks. Gets it out fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Coffee. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
He's moving out of the pocket.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He's bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Dropping back, it's Weeks. Pocket starts to collapse. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, and a touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires left. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. To the ground. He's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet.